I'm Andi Rickard, formerly Andrea Sparks, youngest daughter of John Sparks. It always amazes me how dark his beard is. I always remember him as grey. Actually, when I was a little kid, he always had a badger stripe, or double badger stripe in his hair. Always wore cavalry twill trousers and usually a tweed jacket. Sometimes Harris tweed, sometimes herringbone. And the deerstalker, always. Now, it's weird, these films in the kind of marketplaces, I have a recurring dream, which I've had since childhood, of somewhere like that. The guy in the flat cap, that's one of Dad's agents, John Gale. It looks like FlexiNet sheep netting. So it's electric fencing, multi-strand electric fencing with vertical kind of plastic stiffeners in. So just rather than laying out individual strands of electrified wire and having to roll each one out separately, you just roll out this net and each strand is insulated from the next one. It's one of those things you never think of it being a new invention, it's just always been there. So I think that, yeah, that's the pig turner, isn't it? Shut them in. And it's funny, a lot of animals, once you get them upside down, they get calm. It's in the halfway stage they don't like. Being tipped they don't like, but once they're upside down they just calm down. Here we are. So we've got access windows to trim their feet up. He'd talk to farmers a lot and ask, what they wish there might be out there, or what they'd have problems with, or like the dagging crate, for instance, the bad backs that shepherds get from holding sheep still while they try and trim up their rear ends. And it's like, well, Dad's like, well, I can solve that for you. Make a dagging crate, pin the sheep. And the same with the turner for doing the feet, the Commodore sheep turner. So you can trim their feet without having to bend over, hold them down. Probably saved the NHS a lot of money in back treatment over the years. One of my brother's favourite things was to stick me in the sheep turner at a show and then go off and leave me there for God knows how long. And I fell for it every time. That's what I don't understand. Come on, get in. It'll be fun. But also, with the sheep equipment particularly, he did a lot for Scotland, where you've got these huge estates with thousands of sheep running on thousands of acres and one shepherd and a dog, and so everything was designed very Heath Robinson-esque. So the shepherd could stand in one place and operate a series of levers and pulleys and operate gates from a distance. Nowadays, of course, it'd all be done by a satellite link and remote control on an app on your phone. I remember him as being fun. He was always good fun. He was a great storyteller, loved people. He was a real extrovert, and also really creative ideas guy. Tended to kind of hyper focus on something until he got bored and then move on to something else, which is great if you're in creatives. Not so good as a business model necessarily, but I think to have him remembered in this way through his films and just being, he was such a general, he's so good at so many things really, and I hope some of that's rubbed off on me.